Outer Range Season 2 predictions. Warning, there's going to be spoilers.
Hey everyone, welcome back to AsArt, Nick and John. Check out AsArt.space for all the audio and video links for all the other type of shows we have. But this episode, we're going to be talking about where we think Outer Range might go for Season 2. Do we know? No. Are we going to have fun speculating? Yes. And this is where it gets really fun with the community. So as you guys are listening, whether you agree with us or not, definitely post down below where you think it might be going. And we'll probably do some comment videos as the weeks go along and just continue the discussion, because it's fun for us to kind of try and think with the community where it's going to go. And you guys have just nailed it with everything with Outer Range so far, which has been super, super fun. And if you like comments and theories and science fiction, check out Raised by Wolves and also check out Severance. We've covered both of those on the channel. Those are ones that we've really, really enjoyed. And really good science fiction stuff.
Are you any or an outie? Okay, let's get into it. If you know, you know. I was going to say, comment down below if you know. All right, let's get into some Season 2 prediction stuff. Okay, a lot of this is going to have to do with going back to episode 1. I know. Right away, in my mind, I was like, okay, it's been confirmed that Autumn is Amy. Spoilers, just in case. Spoilers, we're going to be talking about some spoilers.
Well, that's too late.
I said it in the beginning.
Spoilers after you said.
I'm just saying it again. Okay, so I was like, all right, who's there in the past? Like, I was really like, okay, now I have to go back, because maybe by going, or no, who's in the future? Because by going to the future, we can figure out who's going to be, and like we can kind of connect dots. And we know Amy's there. Or / Autumn. We don't see kid Amy though. We only see adult Amy. So I don't know how far in the future it is, but they don't look too old. They don't look too old. I feel like if Amy would be the age that Autumn is, like it would have to be what, like 10 years?
If probably maybe even more. I mean, she looks like she's in her 20s, right?
Right. Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I would guess. But
and they don't look like they're that old. But then again, I mean, maybe they just want to go through all the process of doing the makeup and making them look old for that one scene. What you're saying makes sense, and I wouldn't think it'd be that far in the future either. But at the same time, it's like, all right, well,
we don't know.
We have to consider what they were doing for the show as far as budget-wise too. Yeah.
And then we kind of believe that Amy's still alive, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
Okay, because
well, you mean I don't know if it's the same person, like they're like Amy is caught up to now being Autumn, or
exactly
Autumn is somehow gone back.
Well, okay,
and it's overlapping more.
So I have a crazy theory. I think that's Amy Autumn in the future, because Amy Autumn's really into the cult. And I think her mom is going to be into the cult. So I think that's like we're going to see full cult Amy, or Autumn, I guess you can say, right? That's when they're all in yellow and stuff like that. And I also think that's when Amy / Autumn jumps into the hole. I think she jumps in right after.
So you think she jumps after Royal?
Yeah,
but you think she comes out somewhere different?
Yes. I think everything's everything's different with timing. Right? Everything's different with timing. And I think that's why she kind of knows what's kind of going on with the, what's going on like in the future, and like seeing him, and like, it's almost like a little like sketched out at first, but excited at the same time. Like, cause it's like, what, I just kind of, this whole thing. And that's why she knows where to be at the pit. I feel like, to push him in, what I mean? Like, she's trying to make the future happen, kind of thing. Because she was in the future. But I when I was going frame by frame, I noticed there was a shot, she's standing in front of her cult. She's gone. Like there's she's not in front of her cult. And then like there's a wide shot of everyone running, and I noticed she's the only person in yellow, she's like yellow. But like she's definitely running towards the pit. And I think
interesting.
That's her ticket in. I think that's when she tries to go. And maybe with the chaos, she tries to slip in, which sends her back in time, which implements what's happening in the future, kind of thing.
Now I have that back in time from Back to the Future.
Yeah, anyway, I know we're stuck with Back to the Future.
Yes,
sorry,
we are
guys.
Completely. So I guess one of my questions with Amy / Autumn is that, I guess Autumn mostly, is that does she remember her past? And she's just, for sake of story and for story beats with the characters, relationship, she just acts like she doesn't know what her past is.
Yeah, 100%. Because I think the same thing happened with Royal. He knew his past. He told Perry. He remembered everything. He just, I think that's like an excuse to.
Yeah, he just told people he didn't remember his past, or.
I think it's going to be a hint for people in the future too. Like whenever people come from the future to the past, they're going to claim they have a blank space or something like that. You know what I mean? So they don't have to make a connection to their past selves or something like that to establish why they were there. But
okay, so you think she does know everything though?
Well,
yeah,
up to that point. I think that's like the point, that she knows everything, because that's when she goes to the past from there.
Yeah.
So she, whatever her cult religion knowledge she's got and stuff like that, with rubbing the stones or whatever they do to get visions of the future.
We didn't talk about this in the episode review, but
the lip
now
stuff?
dead brother. Yeah. He's like, I'm going to crush this rock, and the first thing I'm maybe going to do is I'm just going to eat it. It's like, what is wrong with you? You deserve to get shot in the neck and die and have your blood spurt on the windshield. What is wrong with you? It's like, let's crush this up. It's like, let's try. It's like, what is wrong with you, man? It's like that. I'm glad you're dead. I found you annoying. I'm glad you're dead. Yeah, I'm glad you're dead. All right. I'm sorry to say that. I'm glad you're dead. Take your girlfriend with you. I wish you both would have died. Man. So anyway, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we don't know. She could be dead at this point. We don't know. She's probably alive, but she can also be dead. Who knows? Yeah. I mean, she got trampled anyways. Okay. Yeah, who else is in the future? Joy's in the future. That's the sheriff. So we know Joy comes back somehow.
Does she go back to the far future or back to the future?
I don't know. Maybe she comes back with the bison. And that's like the way in, all the bison came out of the hole. And maybe next season we'll get a little bit of a teaser.
I'm not going to talk about that too much. I found that annoying too, but whatever.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
That was kind of we see Rhett, the bull rider.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so he is back. Okay.
So he's there. He's there in the future. And then for the longest time, I was looking for Perry. And I was like, oh my gosh, is Perry not here? And I was like going, and then you would see someone which I thought was Perry. And then I was like, oh, but I don't see his face for 100%. I just want to be 100%
confirmation.
And then finally, when there's a scene when they're running, Perry's there. So Perry is there.
So Perry is back. Yeah. Okay.
Perry's there. Now, and then Cecilia's there, obviously. We know Cecilia's there.
This is a, and do you see Perry's wife by chance?
No, I looked for Amy's mom. Okay. I did not see Amy's mom. And then Wayne was there and Luke was there.
Oh, so Wayne's not getting smothered to death, huh?
And I did not see Wayne's wife.
Okay.
I don't remember her name. Sorry, guys.
So I'm curious, she bitch. So I'm curious. I'm curious if you think, however many seasons this show goes, do you think it's going to end in that future sequence? Like that's going to be where the show ends. Like we're going to lead up to that point. So you think it's going to continue after that?
It has to. I feel like it has to.
Yeah.
I don't know. But interesting other things I noticed. The clock. There's a clock when he goes to the future, like a countdown clock. So they were predicting
countdown clock.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. It's kind of weird, like the way everything
in
was
the future shot, or
in the future shot. There's a countdown clock.
Oh,
so it's like someone knew he was going to show up at that time, which is interesting. I don't know who would know. Maybe a vision, or maybe something with the stones or rocks, because he doesn't even know what time it is. Like when he arrives there, so we know it's not Royal.
They're probably snorting the stone powder now. It's like, you know what? Eating it worked. Let's do. Oh, I know everything. Yeah, it's just, okay.
I mean,
sorry,
I mean, think about it. They have the oil rigs going now, so we know they're collecting this material in the future, because we've seen it now. When Luke was digging the holes, it was very oily, like at first, before it turned into that substance of a portal. I don't know if once the oil hits air, it activates the portal power or something like that, or who knows? I don't know.
Portal power.
Portal power. But I did not see a bison or a bear, though. We also looked for a bison and a bear in the shot. No bison and bear. Sorry, guys.
They're just standing there.
Woo, cheering.
I'm Bob the Bison.
Go
Bison
Royal.
Bob.
Go
Bison
Royal.
Bob.
Go Royal. But what's
I'm your spirit animal.
you know what's fun though? Maybe we'll see in season 2 the bison getting shot with the arrows with Joy in the past. So that's something to look forward to when she leaves Narnia. And I'm trying to think of other things I had. That was my main thing. Like I just wanted to connect the dots of who's going to be there in the future, because I feel like that can give us a better idea of what's going to happen. Like we know Amy's leaving with her mom, who's a cult or something, and I believe that's also who Autumn was calling to transfer the money to.
Yeah.
So
because she even said, like, Mom, don't call me that. It's like, oh, your mom's not nice, huh? Your mom's in a cult. That's why.
And I also thought it was very weird. The setup, right? Because Amy asked if Mom comes, can I go with her? Which I think is weird, because I don't know if she's getting visions or something, because she's drawing the symbol, which I thought was very interesting. She was drawing the symbol when she was in preschool, not preschool, but children's church or whatever. Yeah. Everyone had yellow on with the cult kind of vibes, and then now the whole idea of just like trusting her mom, which is not a bad thing, and not to trust your mom when you see your mom and stuff, but like if your mom's just, you would think like you would want to even find your dad right away or something like that, you know what I mean, to kind of make the connection. I
feel like that part's not a stretch, where you see your mom, you're so happy to see her, young girl, you would just go with but you're right, the fact that she's drawing these pictures where they're wearing all yellow, and I don't know, I mean, her dad has always been so insistent that, you know, your mom, you know,
is the best of us, or it was so amazing and
something
perfect,
like so. I guess it's not too out of place, but you're right. It is kind of weird that those things. I mean, they needed to have that dialogue, so we know as an audience, okay, that almost gave her permission to do that. Yeah. But at the same time, the whole yellow clothes thing, which I wouldn't remember. Nick had brought this up. Like when she draws that picture that she gives to Royal at the very beginning of the show, they're all wearing yellow. It's like, oh, so you're just built-in culty. You know, it's like that's kind of scary. Yeah.
What's that song? We're all yellow. I can't remember who sings that song, but if you guys remember who sings the song Yellow, Coldplay. Okay. Anyways, I can't believe I remember that. And then the other character I want to talk about is Wayne. So, because Perry's not there, they're going to lose the land. And I don't think Wayne's going to get the land. I think the land's going to become government land. I think something's going to happen where a government or a company's going to buy it. Or something. I think it's going to be like not public land, but it's going to be something, because the military was there. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like if it was a private property, it would be harder to get military there and also to get a company there. Obviously, you can make deals and stuff like that, but it didn't look like Wayne owned the property kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like in the future, it doesn't look like, and I think he's not going to get the land. Someone's going to get the land. I don't know who.
Good guess, Nick. Someone's going to get the land. But, you know, I have to say, I am sad that Wayne has been incapacitated from a kind of acting standpoint, because I really like him as an actor, but we haven't really got him, you know, in the last couple episodes or a few episodes. Which
that pillow talk was amazing.
But yeah, I really like him. And so I hope he's going to be back and play more.
He'll be back
role.
in action.
He's in the Vision. He has to be, or he's in the future, so he has to be there.
And he didn't have like a breathing thing on him or anything. So there's something, maybe by rubbing the thing on his lips, it like balances out,
heals him up or something,
something like that. But
I mean, it seems like he almost got worse when that stone was taken away from him, or it's like, like he got worse, or he was having withdrawals when the stone was taken away from him.
That's a good point.
But I am I am curious, like what the effects of that are on them, because it seems like he's almost reliant on that. You know, he had to have the stone. Autumn had to have her necklace, and you know, nothing ever came up where she never physically asked Royal for the necklace back. You know, she came searching for it, but she never. It was never, you know what I'm talking about? Like when he won the necklace in the bet, and Autumn broke into the house
for him to get it back.
She was looking,
and then she asked for it back, and then that's when they went on the ride. I'm
curious what the reason is, though. If she has like withdrawals, or maybe it's a cult symbol, and she needs to have it to where if she ever goes back, like
it could be a withdrawal thing, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but it seems like it definitely has a strong sway over people that are around the pit and things like that, and the stones that people do find with the element in it. But it's very interesting. So,
Yeah,
anything else you
it's
noticed
sad,
from your
isn't
future
it?
viewing?
Isn't it sad?
What?
Like her story almost though. Now that like once her grandpa tried to kill her, she went off
You
the
know what?
rails, man. She
What
went off the
grandpa
rails.
hasn't tried to kill you? Oh wait, never mind.
But like that, it's kind of sad, But she tried to kill him, so it's 50-50
You know what
at
was
that
sad?
point.
What the only thing that was sad is she didn't get killed. I still find her the most annoying character.
She might be though. Remember, we don't know for sure, but she's probably still alive. But
I'm pretty sure still.
and then the big guy we got to talk about is Royal himself. The future with Royal. Is he going to still try to go back in time? Is he going to look for the next pit? Or are they just going to lose the land and he's going to have to find another way into Narnia? I know I say Narnia, and I know it's just to mess with you guys because Sheriff Joy walked through the magical forest. Was that a water river she saw, or was that like an oil river?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't notice.
Okay, I just thought about that right now because I was
thought it was just a regular,
Okay,
but I might be wrong.
No. We can definitely be wrong about a lot of things. Comment down below if you think we're wrong about all. No, I was kidding. But do you have any other predictions for season 2? I guess it wasn't like too crazy of a prediction video, but it was kind of just like connecting dots and stuff like that kind of video.
Yeah. Well, my big question, and this is where it always gets muddy in these, because we are dipping into time travel here now, is the visions of the future that we've seen, are those unalterable, unavoidable fate, like Autumn was saying? You can't change, you can't alter fate. Yeah. This is what's going to happen no matter what you try to do to change it. Is that so? Is what we've seen is what it's going to be, or is it like what Royal said? Well, I'll take a stab at changing that, and it can be changed. Yeah. So it's curious. I mean, so far it seems like it's going down the path of this is the unalterable future, because despite his best efforts, they're losing the land, and the more he pushes her away is when she went to the other family and told
Billy.
him about the hole, and so
and then he told Luke, and then Luke told him, and then and they find two people to tell, and they find two people to tell,
and then you have a pyramid scheme. But yeah, I mean, so it seems like that's the approach that the show is doing so far. It's like, hey, this is just how it's going to turn out, and it's just the journey that we're going to follow with the characters on how to get there. And I kind of like that idea, because if it's always changing and always in flux, like a lot of other recent movies like the Avengers gets into, that kind of makes it not as fun, because now you're in a spot where no matter what situation you get yourselves in, you can always undo it. And I don't think that carries the same type of story weight as if, like, okay,
he can't change time.
Yeah, he can't change it. He's trying to change it. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I feel like.
And then one thing that bummed me out by the season finale, we didn't see Billy's vision. Which is fine. Like, it's totally fine. But remember how he's like, he saw her. He's like, I saw you. And then when she asked if Royal was there too, he's like, yes, Royal was there. It's like, dang it, this guy ate this stuff. I'm curious how long he was in the future for. You know what I mean? Like, just by rubbing on your fingers, you get like, what, 20 seconds? What happens when you down it?
I'm still bothered a lot that he's like, oh, what's it? I'm like, what are you doing eating that? It just bothers me so much.
He had a lot of it too. Did you see that little like paper bag? I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy's got the stash, dude. His little.
I was like,
so hey, you have some right here. You have some right here.
Yeah. Oh, you got a little right there. Yeah.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our season prediction video.
Yeah. It was one of our wackier videos, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But
I think our wacky is still raised by.
Yeah. But so this is where the conversation gets really fun, is with you all in the community. And this is where, leave your comments. We can't guarantee we're going to be able to talk about all of them in videos, but we do like to go through the comments. We either, try and respond to some of you guys there textually, or we also like to take some and like do other videos and get to have the discussion with you guys. And that in turn makes more discussion, and we all come out having a really fun time. And like Nick and I have always said, Nick and I like this type of stuff, and we would maybe be talking about it amongst ourselves, but it's like we have a whole big family that we get to talk about and enjoy this conversation with now. So we really value being able to have you guys in the conversation. So please let us know what you thought about season 1, where you think it's going, what do you think? Is this an unavoidable future that we're going to be seeing, or does Royal and other people have the possibility to change how this is going to be? So I'll be curious to hear your thoughts on that. So thank you very much for joining us on this journey, you guys. We joined a little bit late in the season, and since Amazon Prime was releasing this 2 shows at a time, we only got to do 2 full episode weeks worth of reviews. We enjoyed it very much. Thank you very much for watching. Check out AsArt.space for all the audio and video links for all the type of media we release. And we'll see you on the next AsArt. Theories galore.
Bisons, bears, oh my.
I like that. That's much better than mine.
I was trying to think of something. Oh, I should have sang the Back in Time song.